St. Martin's, how cute is this? New Brunswick is an awesome place to ride a motorcycle. Holy smokes. Nice.
Hello friends, Tiger Coward here. Welcome back to the third episode of our East Coast adventure. In this episode, we join the Rising Tides Adventure Motorcycle Club and ride through the beautiful hills surrounding the Bay of Fundy. We have an absolutely great time, but it's not without struggles. We got rained out on one day. So join me for 3 days of absolute fun. Great riding, amazing views, and we stay with the cutest couple in all of New Brunswick. Let's go.
Here we are leaving Fundy National Park, or at least the campground. Those tents were $100 and we should have got one last night.
Every great moto adventure eventually smacks into weather, and for the first time in a week I woke up without the sun warming the tent. We camped just 100 meters from the Bay of Fundy, wrapped in a mist so thick it might as well have been raining. Luckily, Parks Canada knows the drill and built an excellent kitchen shelter. As we moved our gear in, some friendly staff pointed us to some leftover firewood. I fired up the stove and dried out our gear. After drying up a little bit, we rolled into Alma for brunch. Alma is a charming seaside town cleverly disguised as a tourist trap. I shelled out $30 for a gluten-free lobster roll. And honestly, it was totally worth it. It was delicious.
Octopus's Garden, that's where we're going for lunch. Under the sea, in the octopus's garden, in the shade. What a cute little place this is. I love it.
Shout out to the Aussie server who moved like a stand-up comic on triple espresso. If you're ever in Alma, tell him Tiger says, "G'day."
Whoever built this road is a genius. I just love it. Oh yeah, there's a little one. What's the signal for to other bikers for deer?
Fed but somewhat fogged, we roll back through the Fundy National Park to the Fundy Trail Parkway only to discover that it's a toll road. Since we couldn't see the bay, we bailed and rode back to the tail of Sussex instead.
Alright. Every motorcyclist's favorite sign. This road is awesome. Oh, there's a good bump there, Spike. This is steep, man.
We ended our day in Hampton, New Brunswick, welcomed by adventure bikers Dave and Cheri, friends we met years ago on the Rock.
Tiger Cheri is in front of us.
That evening, spicy twisties along the coast and a visit to the sea caves at St. Martin's and top-tier fish and chips.
Oh, the covered bridge over there. St. Martin's, how cute is this? Oh, Barb would love it around here. Oh, wow. You're so awesome.
Am I awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
covered bridges in one town. St. Martin's. Very cool. Cheese. New Brunswick is an awesome place to ride a motorcycle. Holy smokes, 3 days, and every day so far we've just encountered wonderful curvy roads. So cool, look at this.
In honor of my Geordie mom, we made a quick pilgrimage to Tynemouth.
And here we cross the Tyne Bridge. It's a little different than the one the Geordies built. Covered bridge, New Brunswick style.
The cherry on top? Moto legend Jo A joined the ride. She's an online friend and knows Dave and Cheri too. I love it when the moto worlds collide.
This is Duck Pond Beach.
Cheri led us back at white knuckle speeds through some wicked twisties. We wrapped the day swapping stories and laughing harder than I thought possible. Dave and Cheri, absolute legends, and probably the cutest couple in New Brunswick. Today was a total washout. Environment Canada called it, and they were right. But even in the rain, we couldn't stay cooped up. We headed into St. John for a bit of sightseeing. Cheri, a former professional tour guide, gave us a VIP insider tour. Honestly, I learned more from her in one afternoon than I would have ever expected.
Where Pete's Frutique was this whole area.
This was Pete's Frutique on CBC. Uptown St. John, we have a statue of Sir Samuel Leonard Tilley, and he is known for designing one of the greatest summer hats ever.
On the way back, we stopped at Snow's Soft Serve and Ice Cream. Now Tiger Barb says I exaggerate, but I swear this might be the best ice cream shop on the planet. I woke up to the glorious smell of bacon. Dave was already on it. As we ate, we compared weather apps. I saw rain. Dave called it fake news, but it wasn't. By 3 o'clock, the skies were still gray, but we saddled up anyway. Jo A returned, and the four of us were led by Cheri on a 3-ferry tour.
Right now we got Jo A. Here we are loading the Belle Isle ferry. How do you have water are we crossing here?
This is Belle Isle Bay.
Belle Isle Bay on a river, or does it go to the ocean?
St. John River.
On the St. John River. Okay, cool. I do love the flowering crabapple trees around here, man. Ooh, the boat is a rockin'.
Don't come a knocking if the ferries are on.
I think I know why they say New Brunswick is great adventure bike country. And it's because if you don't have an adventure bike, you don't have the clearance on the roads. The amount of bumps and patches and stuff, I'm thinking if you're in a hardtail, you'd end up in the hospital. Shining as a balmy 14.5 degrees. Who knew?
Steep grades, river valleys, and winding roads. It was Appalachian riding with a maritime charm. Dinner was at Reed's Point Pub. Yes, I had fish and chips again. Don't judge me. This is the Maritimes. It's basically required. We wrapped up the night by watching Son of a Critch and had big laughs. Tomorrow we head out of New Brunswick. Our ferry's cancelled due to high winds, so we'll ride around the Bay of Fundy instead. Our destination is Murphy Lake. I'll be reconnecting with an old friend and former football captain Peter McLeod. Thanks for riding along, friends. I say it every time, and I mean it every time. I love you all. Go forth with an open mind, and most importantly, an open heart. And remember, self-care is not selfish. All right, here we are at Motorcycle Central.
There you go.
Look at this. This is a cool shed, man. Dave built this with his own hands on lumber that he cut down on his woodlot.
I chewed a lot of it down with my own teeth.
She chewed it down. Oh, there's your CRFs. A CRF and a CRF Rally. Cheri's Tiger 900. Dave's V-Strom.
This is more of a shrine than anything else.
This is the shrine to motorcycles.
And camping. See over here you've got like all of our tents, all of our sleeping bags, coolers, like more stoves. I have a stove fetish, so there's more stoves than we actually have to eat. I just made an offer to another guy for another one on Facebook Marketplace.
Are you serious? So you do lots of, you have lots of camp stoves?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. Yes, and I will
Well,
say-
tell me, give us a tour, because I got to tell you, Spike and I have the cheapest stove you can buy on Amazon, $12, and we've used that for like 3-4 years.
Paddy works the best. Paddy works fine. Like my favorite is the
Jet boil?
jet boil.
That's, right now, just so you know, Dave's channel has 42 subscribers. He's looking for more, and I'll put the link in the bottom of this video. And Jet Boil, if you want to send him one to review, he's happy to do it.
Yeah. And this is, remember I told you about my collapsible electric kettle?
Collapsible
Right?
electric kettle.
Yeah. We'll include the link below for a 10% off coupon.
Where'd you get it, though?
Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Yeah, it's like great for camping, right?
Oh, that is freaking awesome.
Because I've got a power pack that'll operate as well.
Okay.
So we basically off grid, we can boil the kettle electrically, which is good.
I'll also put subtitles on, because Dave's from the Rock, so you might not understand what he's saying.
Okay, I gotta show you one of my favorite camping things, okay?
Show
It's
us.
kind of ridiculous, but I will say, three actually, the list is growing, okay? Probably 3 favorite camping things, like totally old school Stanley kettle.
Right, and
Right?
put that right in the fire.
This style here with the 2 cups,
Okay.
been around forever, and you're right, you can take it and you can put it right in the fire. I mean, I know lots of people have these things, but just the way it's like the lid locks on there, like that, and it's just very versatile.
Very cool.
What people normally do, when this eventually burns off, you take a tab from a Pepsi can and put it on there.
Oh, yeah?
That's how you complete the look.
Keep that on, okay.
Right? So that's one of my favorite things. My next favorite thing is just the right size, is my little Primus lantern,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like this big here.
Goes on that guy.
Yeah. The nice thing about this is that, like, if it doesn't take any space on the bike, and like if you're actually using like a rechargeable light, well, it doesn't give you any heat, right? But you can fire this up in your little tent and it dries everything out, and you just it gives you a great level of comfort, and like I say, it takes no space.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Now the key thing, not to go on about it, but the key thing is if you're going to get one of these and use it on a motorcycle, something with a mantle, you'll see the mantle in there.
Yeah.
The vibration from the motorcycle will shake that. You're not going to get 3 days out of a mantle.
No,
Okay.
it'll die.
Yeah, shakes right off. And so that's that. That was actually a Valentine's gift.
To you from yourself?
No, yeah.
For Cheri.
Self-love so popular now. When I was a teenager, we never called it self-love. We're not going to say what we called it.
Yeah, when I say self-care isn't selfish, I'm talking about your mental health, just so you know.
Now, in here I had my little portable plug-in.
Look.
It's gone, yeah. But this was for blowing up my air mattresses.
Okay.
And we're sort of hoping that we're going to find it again. But I mean, it's my third favorite thing. It actually had a light on it as well as being a pump.
All right.
Anyway, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, gotta show you my next favorite thing.
Oh,
My silky saw. Oh, man.
What is that?
It's
Big
a
boy?
Silky, yeah, it's a silky saw. It's a big boy. Takes no space. Cuts like, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
But
you can take your finger off
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
it's super sharp, really high quality rig.
Where'd you get that?
That was a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, if you follow Adam Stew on YouTube, he's an Ontario fisher guy. Him and his him and his wife, they do a lot of outdoor winter camping.
Okay.
So that's where I learned about this thing.
Got it.
Yeah, but see, this is great. Like, if let's just say you're moto camping, and you know you just need to cut some branches down. You just need to make a fire, right? It's
I
like
got a few of those. Just throw it in.
you know the
That's
type. Yeah, it's
huge.
just so freaking handy. Yeah.
All right.
So that's one of my favorite things. Yeah.
Gosh.
So we were joking around, Cheri and I, years ago, about collapsible. We bought some of the Cedar Summit collapsible bowls, right?
Right.
And so she said, "I want to buy some collapsible plates," and I laughed at her because the idea of a concept of
Yeah, but the
collapsible
plates
plate.
have like.
But the plates were actually
Yeah.
collapsible. Yeah, it was actually like a lid this big.
So do that again?
What?
How big?
About
Was
6
that-
inches.
yeah. Oh, that doesn't get old.
That's about it for the shed tour, really.